Hi there, this is my vinyl tag for 2024. Thank you, Rob Walker, for putting this together. There are 20 questions and they're really interesting. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm probably going to shorten some of the questions when I'm talking in the interest of time. So the first question is, what is your favorite purchase for 2023? I didn't even really have to think about this. It's a Dreams record by the Hungarian guitarist Gilberto. And this record originally came out in 1968 and it was produced by Gary McFarland, who worked with Bill Evans. You've got this wonderful wall of sound with Szabo's guitar playing, so it's fantastic. The last record I bought for 2023. So the last record is this, RYUICHI, Melody AM. This originally came out in 2001, and I managed to get a 20th anniversary reissue. And basically, RYUICHI's a Norwegian band. It's mainly kind of like chill hop music, really cool. And I only learned recently that RYUICHI in Norwegian means a genus of mushrooms. I think it's called puffy mushrooms. Number 3 is name a band that released 2 albums on the same year. Here I have the Stranglers' 1977 album, Rattis Norvegicus, and then later they released in the same year, No More Heroes. So they're both fantastic. The Stranglers are like a punk and a new wave band. I did do a video about them because I'm crazy about these guys. They're still touring, they're still going strong. Number 4 is, what is your favorite decade in terms of music? So for me, it's the 1980s because I'm able to enjoy so many artists and it's a happy time for me. So you have The Cure, B-52s, the Housemartins, Chris Isaak, The Clash, Smiths, Simple Minds, Roxy Music, Brian Ferry, Kraftwerk, Echo and the Bunnymen, Wire Train, Sisters of Mercy, Art of Noise, Sade, Pat Metheny's Off Ramp. You had Pat Metheny's Still Life Talking. The Cocteau Twins, The Cars, Tracy Chapman, Anita Baker, Jesus and the Mary Chain, and The Gang of Four. I love that song. I Love a Man in a Uniform. It's a great tune. So I'll show something from an artist from Manchester. So here I have Batley Drum Boy. And he's great, and he did the soundtrack for About a Boy, which is a great movie too. Number 6 says, who did you listen to the most in 2023? So hands down is for me NUJABES. He was a Japanese music record producer slash DJ, and he produced really amazing kind of chill hop, lo-fi music. In fact, he's considered to be the godfather of chill hop, hip hop, or chill hop or lo-fi rap music, and it's really cool. So I enjoy his music online. I stream it. He did come out with 2 albums. One was called Metaphorical Music 2003 and another was Modal Soul in 2005, and then Spiritual State was released posthumously in 2011. So my all-time favorite NUJABES song is called Winter Lane Remix. So I'll put the link down below so you can check it out. Number 7 is show 7 7-inch singles. So here we go. It's the Psychedelic Furs, The Clash, NAA, Straight Outta Compton, Ice-T, High Rollers, The Beat, Twist and Crawl. Got Carmen McRae and Dave Brubeck doing Take 5. Echo and the Bunnymen, Rescue. So number 8 is if you had a music-themed dinner party, who would you invite? You can only invite 4 people. So for me, I would love to invite Hans Zimmer, the German film score soundtrack composer. He seems like a really nice guy and just so friendly and so positive. And then the second person I would like to invite is Chris Strakovitz. He passed away last year. He was a founder of Arhuli Records. In fact, this book came out just last year about his life and his work out in the field recording roots musicians. And the third person I would love to invite is Josephine Baker. So, you know, she's a singer, dancer, performer, and, you know, she had to leave America to make her mark in Europe. She couldn't cut it in America because there was a lot of discrimination back then. And so she really hit the big time in Europe, and she eventually settled in France and became a naturalized French citizen. So I'm intrigued by her life story, and I think that would make it quite a good mix because you've got that kind of European connection and they could have a really good discussion. And also the fourth person is Nile Rodgers of Chic. He's the music producer extraordinaire as well. You know, he's produced Madonna, Daft Punk, etc. So the overall theme for me is not just music, but their positivity. They all faced adversity and overcame their challenges. You know, having those four who are so positive and have such a wonderful outlook with life, that would be a really good vibe for a dinner party. Number 9 is who did we lose in 2023? So we lost ASTRUD GILBERTO. So she is famous for her English version of The Girl from Ipanema. Her husband, João Gilberto, he sang the original Portuguese version. So Astrud, she's a singer-songwriter in her own right, and she's worked with Stan Getz, and she performed with Stan Getz in New York. And this is their album, Getz A Go-Go. It's fantastic. Number 10 is basically, if you can only listen to music, which country would it be? Where would it be from? So for me, it's the United States, because I think that there are so many music genres that had such a deep-rooted history that was also cultivated and led to other genres, not just in America, but elsewhere. Number 11 is name 3 channels you discovered in 2023. So I discovered so many, and I actually did a video shouting out 10 channels. So I'm going to shout out another 3 channels here, and it's a Vinyl with Amy. I really love her style, her presentation. She's very laid back and very kind of folksy in lots of ways, and I really admire her passion. And I love this video she did with her mom. I thought it was really fantastic. And I'm going to mention Nadine, her Soul Disco channel. She has an amazing channel. You know, she to me is like the queen of soul in the vinyl community. And you know, she actually traveled to the United States to personally collect a hard to find rare soul album. So how incredible is that? I mean, the passion, dedication, you know, that's second to none, isn't it? So check out Nadine's channel. It's fantastic. And she also does some classical music as well. And I'm very interested in classical music. And so I'm watching some of those videos too. So it's very interesting. And the third person I want to give a shout out to is Morgan Brandon. This young lady, it's wonderful to watch her journey in collecting records and also collecting CDs, and you know, her views and her attitude about music. I just enjoy watching her channel, so do check out her channel as well. Number 12, show a record that you bought as a teenager. So I have this one, Stan Getz, Children of the World. I bought this, I must have been about 12, I think. And I remember buying this record at the Tower Records in San Francisco, and I didn't even know who Stan Getz was at the time. What caught my eye was the cover, because it was Peanuts, Snoopy. This cartoon was very big in the 70s, and I bought it, and I listened to it on my brother's record player, and it's just great. And I remember my favorite track on here is called Street Tattoo. And you will find that song in a lot of chill out, Buddha Bar compilations, that song Street Tattoo. Number 13 is Show a Funk or Soul album. So here you go, 1971, The Undisputed Truth, Undisputed Truth. So it's a self-titled, it's produced by Norman Whitfield. And my favorite song here is Smiling Faces. And in fact, the Temptations did that song earlier, but it didn't become a hit. But their version was amazing, and it still is. Number 14 is show a record everyone has, and then show one that you think people don't have. So I think everyone has Fleetwood Mac's Rumors, right? It's a great LP. The one I thought maybe not many people may have is the Angola Prisoners Blues. It's basically 7 tracks, music coming from the Louisiana Penitentiary Prison. I really love prison music, blues music, gospel music. So this was a real find for me. I found it at Amoeba Records in San Francisco. So number 15, feature a female artist you bought in 2023. So here you got a trio of young ladies, Boy Genius. This is great. This is their debut album, and I just love their harmony. They're wonderful. So they're kind of like singer-songwriters. Number 16 is, what was your favorite video that you posted, and what's your favorite video in the VC community? So for me, I really enjoyed putting together this video celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. I just had a lot of fun doing it, and it just brought back a lot of happy memories. And then my favorite video in the VC community is Harris Pilton's video about how British members in the vinyl community have a sense of humor. I was just in stitches. I just could not stop laughing, and I found myself going back to his channel and rewatching that video over and over and over. So if you get a chance, check out Harris Pilton's channel and that video. It's very funny. Number 17 is show a classic 90s album. So here, I have Fatboy Slim's You've Come a Long Way Baby album. Great, hit after hit after hit. You got Praise You, Right Here, Right Now. Well, a lot of you probably know that Fatboy Slim is really Norman Cook. So how cool is that? So number 18 is, what cover would you like to be part of? So for me, it's the Beverly Hillbillies. I love this album, right? Because it's just showing Jed Clampett, Granny, Ellie Mae, Jethro, okay, and Jed, right? They're in their jalopy and they're on their way to California from the Ozark Mountains in Missouri, right? And see that empty chair there? I want to be sitting in that chair. I want to be cruising with Jed and his family, heading over there, going around Beverly Hills, and I hope, being part of this crew here, that Jed's going to introduce me to Mr. and Mrs. Drysdale, right? Because they're kind of mean to the Clampetts, but they're also very funny. So I would love to be in this picture and be with the Clampetts heading over and settling in Beverly Hills. So number 19 is show an album that plays like a greatest hits album. So I have Gene Loves Jezebel's House of Dolls album. This came out in 1987. So I just love all the songs. And it would be even better if it had the song Desire in this album. But you can't have everything, right? So the songs on here are just so amazing. It's like Gorgeous, The Motion of Love, Set Me Free, Every Door, 20 Kilohertz, Treasure, Message. And I've seen videos on YouTube, and apparently they're still like performing. So they're wonderful. I think they're one of the most underrated 80s bands. So you got Gene Loves Jezebel's House of Dolls. So here's the last one, number 20, show an album that was released in 1974. So I've got two actually, because they both came out in 1974 and they're both by the same band. So it's Ohio Players' Skin Tight. It's great. And then you have Ohio Players' Climax. It's a beautiful cover, right? So these are the two. So that's my vinyl tag for 2024. Thank you very much, Rob Walker, for putting all those questions together and getting this going. And it's really fun to partake. So thanks a lot.